morning. So it's quite late morning, to be honest, a bit late getting out. But this is the aftermath of Storm Amy in the UK. So I've just come out for a local spin, but try and keep it interesting. So I'm going to try and see if I can do a couple of sights along the way. So if you like the Beatles, maybe stay tuned for this. So weather conditions not ideal today. Wind speed's about 25 miles an hour on average. It's not as bad as it has been the last couple of days, but yeah, it's when you're on this sort of bike, narrow tyres, narrow handlebars, and you're trying to film, you've a huge risk of getting blown off. So I'll try and take it easy today. So yeah, today's loop's about 42 miles. I'm going to see if I can try and get a glimpse of that Spanish Galleon, which is currently docked in the Albert docks, and I believe that that's heading out either today or tomorrow. Can't see it being today with the weather, but tomorrow's looking a little bit better, so I'll try and see if we can get to that. Back in Lycra today on the road bike. It's not ideal because I haven't been enjoying this bike as much as I probably should have done, but there's unfortunately my fat bike is in need of another service. So yeah, unfortunately needs a brake bleed, as I'll demonstrate in this overlay video, and it just needs a general clean because I haven't cleaned it since the Trent and Mersey ride. So it's needs a little bit of TLC. So on this bike today. People out there picking pumpkins. See there, I was fighting the bike there to keep me from getting blown off. So I'm riding into the wind, leaning into it. Still really ridiculously strong gusts. It's not so bad when the wind's with you. I'm gonna head over to sheltered parts of the forest. Well, not the forest, sheltered parts of Little Crosby Woods. So I'll go through there and I'll be out of the wind for a bit. Yeah, it's just really, really blustery and a bit wet as well. A lot of runners out this morning. That said, there's a lot of runners out yesterday. Some of them wearing just vests and was lashing it down. I know it's crazier them or me. It's a bit more sheltered here, so I might be able to get some filming done. So yeah, just going through Little Crosby there. On my way towards the Liverpool Loop line. So I'm going to head south down the Liverpool Loop line towards Wilton Way, and then go take in a couple of Beatles sites, which you can always see on the Magical Mystery Tour. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Not breaking any records today, no speed records, although this bike is noticeably quicker than the fat bike, just because of the narrow tyres, but it's noticeably more unstable as well. So if I don't end this video, I'll end up in casualty. There's a new housing estate. And all this just fields. That wasn't long ago either. It's look a bit soulless to me though, all these new builds now. Depends on part of the country, I'm not a developer. Yeah, vast majority of them. Yes, those ones there, that's a nice stone, that's alright. Go left. Straight on. Convenience. New social housing over that side. This is Netherton Village. Quaint little houses there. Morning, thanks mate. Morning. Yeah, so it's on the Liverpool Loop line now, so it's a little bit more sheltered here. I can do a little bit more filming, uses the camera without fear of getting blown off. So yeah, this is my first time on the bike in 3 weeks, I think. Last ride I did was the Trent Mersey Canal, so if you haven't watched that video, I recommend you check it out. Completely different ride today, but I just needed to get out. I've been that busy at work and starting to feel really bad on myself, so I just need to kind of which you know, is what it is. Yes, if you are planning on coming down the loop line, you've never done it before, I'd advise a gravel bike or a mountain bike will be better, especially this time of year. You can do it on a road bike, that's what I'm on, but the surface is very uneven, lots of tree roots, and with us just having a big storm, lots of tree debris as well. It is a great little route though, to know that you can just amble down to the south of Liverpool without actually encountering any traffic. It is good, but there are improvements that could be made to it. The other thing as well is lots of glass, lots of thorns potentially, and because it's rarely in the sunshine, there's lots of moss and algae on the floor which you could easily wash out on. So like I say, I'm taking it extra careful today, and yeah, but I just feel a little bit better for getting out. And obviously I've had a lot of new subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and I have to feel like I have to deliver something. So it's YouTube pressure, not necessarily cycling pressure. Yeah, the other thing to be concerned about, lots of runners on here and lots of dog walkers, and a lot of them just off feeds, so you need to be extra careful for that. Oh yeah, I struggle with this. Do you need a hand?
No, so I've got it now, but thank you very much.
You got a hand? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a while before that's cleared. Got to get my bike under that bit. There's any more down that way, I wonder. Yeah, just past the bloke there. There's another tree down, which I'll have to negotiate, so see how we get on. If it's passable, I'll try and get through it. If not, I'll try and get around it. Let's see how we get on. So here we are, come off to the said tree. See how we get on. Oof, that was intense. So just come off the loop line. I'm just going to do a left turn at the top of this road, and then head on through a place called Gattaca. Called Gattaca Brow. on to go now. Top of this road, I think. Nice little 5 or 6%er. And all downhill towards our first portage. Yeah, behind me is the Strawberry Fields gates. Just there on them, the replica gates and not the originals. And yeah, so that's spot number 1 done. On to the next one. So here we are at 251 Menlove Avenue, and this is, as you'll see, John Lennon's house between 1940 and 1963. So 1945 and 1963. Nice apples on the road. And more apples. his forehead. So again, this is a National Trust property. It's on a little quiet sort of estate. Property National Trust, as you'll see. Penny Lane, famous Penny Lane. There's the oil there. Oh, Curtis. Thank you. Right here. Cycle like this. So yeah, just on my way to Stanhope Coffee, which I've been recommended by a friend. So let's check that out, and hopefully I've got some reasonably good footage because the camera battery's run out again. Never mind. So yeah, that's the Galeon Andalucia, which was supposed to depart today. I guess with weather conditions the way they are, that's probably not going to happen. So I'm just going to have a quick sugary drink here, just to give me enough fuel to propel me back to Formby. It's about 12 miles. And then, yeah, catch up with you in a bit. So yeah, it's been past the Hill Dickinson Stadium there. I think there's an Everton match on. Getting loads of cheers. But, anyway, we got through that. It's about another 12 miles to go on really windy conditions. So let's just get ourselves out of here and get on the main roads. Not looking forward to that. Catch you in a bit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Yes, just on the final few miles home now. That was brutal, that. Brutal headwind along the coast. I can still feel it now. You know, I'm slightly sheltered by these houses. So yeah, unfortunately my fitness has just well dropped off. Just inconsistent riding, unfortunately. Not fueling right, I've not got any sort of snacks with me, so I have to fuel on the go with the coffee stop. And yeah, it's just a bit of a general malaise, to be honest, but that's okay. It's bike touring, it's not you know, I'm not setting any speed records, but yeah, I'm just completely out of shape, and that's alright for me to admit that. I'm not that bothered. Let's focus on the good thing about today's ride. So we got to see some nice sights. Got to see the Spanish Galleon, and yeah, I didn't end up in A&E, so that's cool. Also managed to stay off the beer as well. No drink today for me, so that's good. Just a sugary drink, which give me the necessary fuel to get me through these last 12 miles, which have been tough. The thing is, I've also not had to use the train network, so I've managed to do this all on my own steam. No pun intended. So yeah, I'm happy with all those. I just hope I got some decent footage and enough to make a full video out of it. So if you have liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, subscribe, it's completely free. And I'll try and see if I can get a better video out for the next one. Thinking another canal video. I want to get the fat bike back working again with a brake lead, and maybe, I don't know, maybe Sankey Canal, St Helens Canal, so we'll see. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.